And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now it's Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Off the bootleg. Knight. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
Yeah, really turned it loose, didn't he? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
To throw on 3rd down. Knight. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st down, it's Gurley. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
Back to throw. Knight. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a 1st quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Steps away to his left. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are going to take a 1st quarter lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Here's Savage on 1st down. Underneath for Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Miller trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. And they only need a little bit here. 3rd down and very short.
Here we go now.
Now it's Savage off the bootleg. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to get him. And that is sack number 15 for him on the year. Here now, Shane Leckler, 41-year-old punter, to kick it away as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know. We know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Lucky 56, lucky 56, set, green 39.
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jonathan Joseph. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
To throw on 2nd down is Savage. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Now a give running left for Gurley. A gain of 3, 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Looking to throw. Knight. Room here to run. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Gurley again here on first down. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that
one. Again, it's Miller. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Here's Savage. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Coming up later tonight, a reminder, one of the games we circled coming into the season, the Patriots at the Broncos. These two certainly have played some memorable games in recent years.
They sure have.
And tomorrow night, we wrap up Week 10 with the Dolphins heading up to visit the Panthers. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Again, they run with Gurley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
What we're seeing from the defense here is a group of guys bearing down, trying to help out their quarterback after he threw an interception. Good stops on the first 2 downs. It brings up a key 3rd down.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Maybe a little sign of life here offensively, Charles. They get their first down. They didn't have any in quarter number 1.
And I think what we're seeing is great evidence of good scouting by both teams, right? Understanding what they like to do, their best plays, try and take those away early. So now we're seeing some adjustments, and they end up getting their first down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll run it again with Miller. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. The Texans on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Savage. Flush to his right. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
Obviously, a big play was needed, and you can see his eyes light up as he realized there's absolutely no one in front of him. And he takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain to boot.
A first down carry now for Miller. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Savage try to rally the troops and get them to the line fast. And they'll try the air now with Savage. Dumps it complete to Miller. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, here's Savage. And he's got Miller. And he loses the football a second time. And the Rams have got it back. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll try the right side here with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. Savage trying to rally the troops and get them to the line fast. On second down, here's Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Savage. That's complete right around the 8. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Patriot. Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19 Philly. Here we go. Hurry up. Here we go. 3-19.
On second down, here's Savage. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Braxton Miller in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
In a tie game, both sides are looking for something to give them an advantage. It often falls back on special teams. And that return, that could be the spark to untie the game.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you across the country to Orlando, standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They go play action here on first down, and he whips that one incomplete there. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd and 10. Savage. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go.
Savage from the shotgun snap. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here's Shane Leckler now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 15. Throwing on 1st down. Knight. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Woods. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And yes, home is where the heart is. And for Robert Woods, it's Los Angeles. He played college football at USC right here in this stadium.
And probably feels comfortable out there. He was an All-American as a Trojan in 2011.
Yeah, really trained to be an NFL player. I mean, he watched a lot of NFL cut-ups and tapes of wide receivers while he was in college before joining them on this stage.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it 2nd down. To throw. Knight. For Marshall, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
On the counter, Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Here we go now. 3-19. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Looking to throw. Knight. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
On 1st down, Knight. Flushed out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
To throw on second down. Knight, right side complete. That's Woods. And he's going to go out of bounds. He takes this one down shy of the 20. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down. The Rams on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal.
All right, here we go.
Back to throw. Knight. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Here's a give to Miller. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a handoff to Miller. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Here's Shane Leckler now as he's on to punt for Houston. Fielded just inside the 20. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Off-play action. Knight. And this is going to be incomplete.
When we start looking for big-time corners, we're going to start with athleticism. But without technique, you're not going to make plays as one we just saw there.
Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Ellington now to return it. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Savage on first. Ooh, the juke. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. There's Savage now on 2nd. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. It's the rookie from Boston College, John Johnson.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I guarantee you, it's not very good.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
All right, here we go.
Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a third down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg. Knight. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Down right around the 25. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Now a handoff for Gurley. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. They come out here in the eye. They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Todd Gurley, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Rams add on to their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Looking to throw. Knight. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green 39.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Savage. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And that'll make it third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, it's Savage. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. On 1st and 10, Savage. And he's got it over the middle, Fedorowicz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's 30 yards now in the last two plays, back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. Here's Savage. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second down now after the pass completion. Operating from the gun, Savage. And he rifles one incomplete.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. The Texans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
From the gun, Savage. He finds his target, Fuller. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans draw a bit closer. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. The Rams on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Rams, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Houston, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.